Dukes of Weebdom!
Dukes of Weebdom!
Episode 78.
No JJK.
I know, I was literally heartbroken.
And no Chainsaw Man.
I was also heartbroken, but as we've said, Fujimoto can take 2 weeks.
Yes. I was actually more heartbroken that no Chainsaw Man because...
I'm more heartbroken because I like it more.
Well, because I know what's going to happen, and I'm like, good stuff, but with JJK, it's like...
I'm heartbroken JJK because I'm so ready.
To find out what the fuck he's going to fill 3 chapters with?
No, just for it to be over.
Well, I feel like there should only be one more chapter, but this 3
I feel like
more.
it could have even been no more chapters until they put those last 3 pages on the last one. As much as I love Yuta, but it could have really ended with Megumi laughing at the note of his dad dying. It could just...
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Everyone I want context or history from is dead. His grandpa's dead. Sukuna's dead. Kajaku's dead.
Well, obviously the one at the top of the list.
All the higher-ups are dead.
Should have been Yuji's dead.
Yes, but he's probably dead.
Assumably, yes.
Assumably.
Kenjaku got that nut and praying mantis styled it.
So I feel like we're getting, one chapter for what's going on with Yuta?
Yeah, maybe.
Into Gojo Cooper's Gojo, but Yuta.
I think Yuta's going to be in Gojo's body still.
I hope so.
But then that doesn't explain that because we heard Rika, so we know she's still around, which doesn't make sense because she was tied to...
She was still holding his body, though, after he already
So I don't
swapped.
understand how that would go, because he can't use her in the Gojo body.
Yeah, and technically she's not even, really the spirit anymore. Her spirit still moved on in Chapter 0, so it's she was just the curse technique.
So she
From
just...
my understanding.
So now she's just a normal-ass curse?
Kinda, or just, the technique.
Because if he could use her, why wouldn't she come back with him into the fight? You know what I mean?
I still think, why didn't she come back with him into the fight? Because, again, she's clearly had, independence. She was, hugging Yuta's body and crying. She could have still jumped in with the Gojo body and threw some fists. Those fists are powerful.
She ain't no slouch.
Either way, as long as Yuta's alive, I'm happy. But then there's 2 more chapters after that. Is it going to be one of just the trio fucking around? I'll take that. I'll absolutely take it. I hope there's not a whole chapter of just and now we put these people in charge of the administration, and the administration works like this now, and their bases are here, here, and here, and they work like this.
Yeah, that's the normal go-to, and it's kind of just
Ew.
Eh.
Actually, do you think we have 3 more chapters because one of them's going to be a stupid flash forward to the next generation? Even if they don't do a sequel, that's also a very popular way to end a manga. Yuji teaching 3 punks.
I do not ever in any universe see Yuji being a teacher. Megumi, I can see that.
Gojo is barely a teacher anyways.
Yeah, but...
They all fit in line with him.
True.
I could see that. They take 2 more. The Yuta chapter, trio wrap-up chapter, next generation chapter.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a lot of chapters for very little content.
I also hope this break was for Gege's health, because my dude just reined it in. There's not much left to think about.
True. But hopefully he's not sick. I mean, that would be very unfortunate.
It's probably just one of the regularly scheduled breaks, and he's like, yeah, fuck yeah, I'm still taking that break. As would I.
Very much, yes.
Yeah. I'm just ready.
Yeah.
I love it to pieces. It was a large part of what got me back into manga. It in Chainsaw Man.
It's what got me hardcore back into, because I never actually felt, I was always reading something. Because I also I binged through all of the Tokyo Ghoul, but that was years ago. Tower of God before.
Demon Slayer.
and Demon Slayer at that time, and then Chainsaw Man. We binged through that together.
Promised Neverland started that part.
Yeah, so actually it'd probably be more Promised Neverland.
Yeah, for both of us.
Because when we were in that reading group.
Yeah, that was before we even had the app.
Mm-hmm. It would have made it so much easier.
Sure would have.
Scrolling back through the chat log, finding out which chapters we said 3 months ago we would read.
I mean, I'll miss JJK, but I'm just ready.
Yeah, I mean, there's still plenty of heavy hitters in shonen to keep us busy, so.
And the anime will still keep chugging along.
True that. Hopefully with less controversy around it, or less.
Hopefully the mappa animators can stay alive long enough to do it.
Right. Or they can keep employees.
Yes.
Because I feel like, I just completely shot in the dark guesswork here. That I would assume, with how popular anime is, I'm also assume that that's got to be a competitive sphere in the sense that there's going to be a lot of people in Japan that want to do animation.
Probably just like gaming, where there's like an endless rotating door of people coming in and out.
Because then I was at the other end, I was like, well, if on the MAPPA side of things...
Yeah, it's if they take MAPPA.
You could say, hi, I'm a MAPPA employee that did this in that episode. That person could get a job at any of the other animation studios, I feel like.
Yeah. If they're looking. Because these are also all companies that are looking to cost cut whatever possible.
Speaking of, like, out of left field, deep left field, segue real quick to something I saw yesterday. I was just scrolling through and I saw someone, talking about the sadness of the absent No Game No Life season 2. And I was thinking to myself, maybe it's a good thing that there's no season 2, because if it comes back now, it would be the Tower of God treatment, and you know it.
I don't know about that. If it was the exact same people, but it's not going to be, so. No.
There's no way they would do the same kind of art style. They would dumb it down just like they did with Tower of God.
It really depends on studio, because there's still some studios out there that I'm real proud of the work they do. Like Wit doing Ranking of Kings. Mm-hmm. They didn't make that look like every other anime. They made that look like the manga, which looks like a storybook. Mm-hmm. So there's still some studios out there that really dig into the original art style. I'd even say for Science Saru with the Dandadan upcoming, that looks fucking gorgeous.
It does.
And Elusive Samurai, another great example of
I gotta watch that.
That could be
every new scene I see from it looks just amazing, and I'm just like, why are not more people talking about this?
That could have looked generic and gone by just fine, but it doesn't. So it's all a flip of the coin. There's obviously the chance, though.
It would be big sad.
It'd be really easy to just swap out all the colors and just swap it in for regular anime colors.
Yeah.
Speaking, though, it's time for our episode to episode recap on how shit the Tower of God anime is. I finally got to see the scene.
Oh, of the bad
Quattro versus Bam.
Yeah.
Fucking horrific. I mean, I already saw it as a clip, but just digging into the episode.
I don't think I watched this week's episode of Tower of God yet, but the last one I did see was also quite bad.
It's ripping my heart apart.
Yeah. It's sad, but I mean, I'm still watching it just because I like Tower of God and I like to see things.
My partner
I like to see the moving
quit
pictures.
The barely moving pictures. Oh, even the game Ron was doing with Dan looked awful.
Yes.
Completely terrible. There's a moment, too, where Ron looked like he was going to threaten Dan, and then the bad guy pops out from there, and Rand just, drops his attack. I'm like, where you... Hold up. But that just means they licensed it. They could have still passed it off to an actual animation studio. The Answer Studio.
I've never heard of these people before.
It literally sounds like AI wanted to answer me as quick as possible. It's the answer.
Yeah. Let's see. What we got here for past works?
So Animal Crossing.
Oh my god, this... no, I can't do this.
Let's see. Blue Exorcist. Blast of Tempest. Oh god, that's a whole lot of mid. I see a whole lot of mid.
That doesn't look bad. Crossroad producer. I mean, and it's cover artwork, so it could be whatever. Well, they're definitely old. Look at all these old ass fucking. You should tell by the animation style.
Yeah.
Am I looking at the right thing here? Oh yes. Okay. I thought that was Pokemon for a second.
The horror of Nepo Snappo.
That can't be everything, really. It's a very short list of mid.
They're probably really cheap to get. Relatively speaking.
Power of God's like the only thing on here that I actually know. Huh.
It explains a lot.
There's also, strangely, no Wikipedia page for it. Top post is a Reddit post, then it's my anime list. My anime is news.
I want to send them like beg mail. Like instead of hate mail, beg mail. Just like, please make this better. Please.
They wouldn't read it. Oh, hey, right here.
I'll have someone translate it to Japanese.
Oh, no.
Historia.
Conceal the informational kill Walt Disney Animation Japan. There's no translate all pay thing here. Yeah, no, nothing sticking out to me that I'm like, oh, they did that. They're old though. I mean, earliest work in 2005. I said it's old. It's fucking.
They also don't do much work for a company that's been out since 2005.
1, 2, 3,
I find that
4,
suspicious.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 23 works, but one of them is whatever the Shinji Mario no Wow movie 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and then movie 10. So
yeah,
that's 8 movies just right there.
They need to get off their ass and actually do some good work. It's so bad.
It's quite bad.
Like heart-wrenching. Thank God most of this half of this episode was people staring at their phones. I'm surprised it didn't get it moved into the Crunchyroll damn you have a cell phone category. They really upped the creepy factor on Emily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like I'm just sitting here being like, it just could be way better.
Just leagues. There's a long distance between it and even mediocre. Like, it is borderline unwatchable.
It follows way closer to the manga than season 1. Not that season 1 didn't. There were some things that season 1 did that weren't in the manga.
Lordy, I'll take them season 1 people back, though, in a heartbeat.
Yes.
Hot.
But
they would have given me that hot garbage.
At the same time, though, there's not too much action that happens in season 1. It's a lot of
No,
talking.
but that action looked really good. Let's be real. There hasn't been that much action this season either.
There hasn't.
They fought Mazzino. They fought Quattro.
And they kind of fought that ranker with the baseball hat.
Yeah, that was barely. He didn't even finish the third pitch.
Yeah.
They didn't even fight in the rooms.
I don't know. We still got the manhwa, so it's okay.
Yes. I'm sad because the workshop battle is next.
I don't know if they're going to get to it, though.
I also don't know if they're going to get to it. Well, they have to get to some of it. I'm like 3 episodes behind because I'm watching dubbed and they're already like practically at the workshop at this point.
They're not where I am. I saw was the devil arm. They find out he has a brother. Remember, he has that brother, and then
I feel like he had to be made by the workshop.
I'm pretty sure because he's like
which is great.
Yeah, but I mean,
I'd like to see him more, but because I actually liked him when I first saw him.
Yeah, he's like a AI lighthouse thing. Because he just lives he lives in Kuhn's lighthouse for forever, but then we just never see him, and I forget that he was actually in there.
I still like that. I confused him with do I remember the other guy's name now? Painter guy. There's a painting I want.
I remember that, yeah. I remember us talking about him, and I remember that I
had to ask you who he was.
And I remember telling you who he was, because at that time I had actually just watched a video on something that talked about him briefly, so it's just why I knew his name. I remember he draws a painting that tells us where the third thorn is, I believe, which we haven't gotten yet.
There's another thorn.
I think, or it could have been the second one, so maybe that whole thing was already resolved without me remembering it.
His name's David.
Oh.
David Hockney.
Oh, yes, Hockney.
Yeah,
yes.
we know Hockney, but I didn't know his first name's David.
Neither did I. Good to know.
Ugh.
But, yeah, so, I mean, that's still... Because all I really want to see is I actually want to see them, like, reunite, like, with the Kuhn stuff and Drozy.
Even though it's going to look like shit.
Probably.
That's why I care about the workshop battle. This is where Dorsey gets bong bong.
Yes, it is. You know how you saying that, too, at the end, it shows a scene from each whatever, which is cool, and then it shows the Jahad rings afterwards for each coming panel. This is like 17 more of those pictures after it, and I'm like, are you just going to show the entire last chapter?
Because one of the episodes did add like 3 panels to it, so one of them could be multiple. Probably the reuniting, if I had to guess.
Which that's probably where it's going to stop, because I know the reuniting has to do with the Devil Arm and his brother, because Kuhn's trying to go after the brother because he wants him on his team.
The more people to beat Rachel with.
Yes, which means this, but as somewhere around there too, so we'll probably get the Rachel.
Oh yeah, it's before they leave this.
Betrayal again, where she takes out Dan's meaning in life.
No.
Poor guy.
Poor anime onlys.
Yeah, I'm sorry for any of you people. Just read the manga.
And this is what I mean with
Webtoons is free to download, and it's free to read. Tower of God. There's no subscription needed for Webtoons, right? Not that I know of.
No, they just have that stupid coin system for newer chapters. But
okay, so you can't read the 3 newest ones, so you're just
I
always...
still have paid coins from when I was reading The Boxer. Makes me sad. Because I'm never going to use these fucking coins.
Right. Yeah, I wouldn't either. I don't think I've ever...
That's the problem. That's the problem with ever getting coins. It's because it puts you in that loop where now I have to wait 3 weeks to get one free new chapter.
Yes.
It's time to get more coins instead. So.
Brutal.
Yeah, I don't even know where to see my coins.
I assume try and buy a chapter.
Yeah, I have 12. 12 purchased coins.
Oh, there's a free coins and you have 0.
I have 12 purchased coins. Really need to finish The Boxer. That manhwa is lit.
I know about it, but I just... You were telling me about it, I just never...
It is pure fire.
Watch me have fucking coins, too. How did you check?
It was under the My tab. Oh, it didn't even go on that long.
I don't even see you.
Maybe it was under more. There it is.
Oh, yeah. 0. Good. I am a free man.
Oh, it doesn't remember where I left off either. God damn it.
Isn't it the Webtoons page, too? Oh, yeah, it is. The Webtoons app has music in some chapters. Did you know that?
I didn't know that. I know there's sometimes animations.
I didn't know that. Because I was reading one and suddenly you just scroll and then there's like background music, which I think is fun. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Just throwing some like ominous music and like tense situations or something, or some like low battle music while you're watching a fight.
Oh, this one has a music note in it too.
Oh yeah, see, there you go. So that chapter probably has some music in it.
I want to finish this. I really thought it'd be longer than this, though. I'm kind of sad.
The Boxer?
Yeah.
How many total?
123.
I mean, that's still a lot.
Still a lot, but I mean, I was already a chunk of the way in. In fact, thankfully, I can tell exactly where I was. Because some of them say daily pass unlocked, 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 which means these ones I used coins on. Then back to daily pass, and then it switches again to numbers. Oh, no. My theory's blown out of the water. I'll figure it out. Or reread it, because it's sick.
I got too much. I ain't taking on anything new.
I never have enough. And we are taking on something new.
I don't count Magi.
No, it's not even Magi. The other magic one. We haven't started yet, but we're both gonna.
Yeah, but at least something like... That's just going to replace your JJK Weekly if we end up reading it. Was it Ichi the Witch?
Yeah.
And it's not exorcism.
Hallelujah. I think it's replacing Ginka and Gluna for me.
I hate the fucking synopsis, though.
Oh, I didn't actually read it.
Only women can use magic in this world until one fateful day.
I did like the synopsis only because I thought the main character looks really cute. So I'm soup that's not a woman.
Well, there you go.
But as a synopsis itself, I'm with you.
Did you read that Gokurakugai chapter?
I sure did. Holy shit. Let me get the name again. Yuto Sano went fucking beast mode. An already great artist going fucking wild.
Oh, it was so good.
Even just
the opening. Page, oh my god, the all my like color art.
Render.
Yeah, so good.
There's so many pages like that. They're fucking.
This whole fight was just so good because he's just like a quiet rage the whole time.
There's
and then she just like
face. There it is. That face.
Yeah, when she's like, I forget what exactly. How do you explain it? Because he's doing it with water, right?
Yeah, he's doing the water to like disperse her blood so she couldn't recall it back. I love the flip kick like that.
Mm-hmm. She's just fucking.
Again, rule of cool too. The fact she pulled all her knives in to make a fucking scythe.
This page too, just like the water effects in the background and the melting, or well, I don't know, if melting and burning effect looking thing. Even though it's kind of like, I kind of assume that it's kind of both, and like she's trying to like reform her face or regenerate, but she's having trouble doing it. And just
and then when Miss Tao comes in later. Oh! She's just so many good lines too.
Doesn't she? What does she do? Blow her fucking face off with a gun? At the end, is that what Miss Tao does? She's like talking, and Miss Tao's like, "I don't want to hear any of this."
So I'm still in the who the hell would love someone like you when you only think about yourself?
What part is that at? Which page?
A few pages before she got her arms blown off.
Oh, because I love the fucking... Am I in the right chapter? I wasn't. Chapter 19, though. I was on a wrong chapter. When Alma's just, like, silently walks up to her. You're the worst. Killing a girl with... Kicking a girl in the gut, she's saying. And then the next page, she just walks up to her and cuts her face right off. Just cuts her whole head right off.
And the speech bubble.
Oh, yes, and the speech bubble. I love when artists do that shit. But yes, this new chapter is just... The artwork in the entire chapter is just gold.
Yeah, she shot her arms right off with the first shot.
Kaplooey. Don't mess with him without my permission.
I
Got
love
that, you little shit.
how she finished it off too with like Utsu coming in with the now died. She just cracks a kick right across her skull. Oh,
And then inserts the thing in her chest.
the stake of karmic retribution.
This panel right here, though, when it shows her stuff
Light
back
off the glasses.
and the smoke, fucking Sarah. Not
Felt like
Sarah,
Sakamoto.
Is it? Fuck, what's her name? Not Sarah Victoria's the vampire girl. The other one.
Oh, yeah. I don't know her name.
Come on, we know it.
I don't. I love her though.
Helsing. Her Helsing's part of her name, so.
Don't even bother start typing it. I already got the perfect way to Google it. Sir Integra Fairbrook Windgates Helsing.
Yes.
Integra vibes for sure. Sakamoto vibes for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the way she just put down this dangerous ass.
Just like, bitch, you ain't nothing. And just throws her over her shoulder and it's like, let's head home. Mm-hmm. Good work.
Good job.
She's missing a foot and everything. So good, dude. I'm fucking.
Landing chapter.
Next chapter, 22 days.
Mm-hmm. Well, this one was 2 months in the making.
Yeah, July to September.
Because I got baited into thinking, just like Chainsaw Man, that week or two ago, I got baited.
Well, nothing was like the December to March wait. December 3rd to March 3rd, April 3rd, May 1st, June 3rd, July 3rd, September 3rd.
Oh, hey. Your girl got a volume cover.
Oh, yeah. I'm just, as I say every time, I fucking love Gokurakugai. I don't know. I'm just like so in it to win it.
In it to win it.
It does. I mean, I like that it. I don't like that it's monthly in the fact I have to wait 4 weeks for every chapter. But it's just every time there's a chapter, it's so worth that artwork.
Plus, we have so much to read that having one be monthly is kind of all right.
Yeah.
I remember hating it with Record of Ragnarok because that manga is just fights. So waiting a month for the next part of the fight you're in sucks so much.
Oh my god, yes. I could not imagine.
Oh, because there's like maybe one chapter of downtime between these fights before they start like person entering the arena for the next one and like hyping them up. Not even hyping them up off the arena. Like one chapter, guys entering the arena and start getting backstory. Like boom, 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 boom. God, so good. I'm going to be buying that one physicals though.
Record Ragnarok?
Yeah, I'm done keeping up with it on like browsers and shit. I'm just going to buy it because it's also like I don't know if I could trust the translations from that site, shit like that.
Right.
Plus, it's just that good. I can trust it, and I can wait. It's gonna be so much better to buy it as a volume and read through like the whole fight in that volume because it's probably paced like that to have like 1 or 2 whole fights in the volume. If I do, you know where I'll be passing them. Because those are quick reads. Oh, you roll your eyes now, but
I roll my eyes because anything of to Record Ragnarok I know is the anime season 1 specifically.
I don't know if the first 2 volumes. It'd be like, read these, drop it if you don't like it, and then the next time you'll be like, where's 3 and 4? The Atom fight in the manga is just like, mwah. Like, you're right though, because I just thought of the anime version immediately popped in my brain where it's
yeah, and I don't know if season 2 got better or not.
I'm not giving it the chance.
Anytime Aphrodite's on panel, I'm sure I'll be happy.
They already ruined one of the best fights, and I know season 2 would cover the other like best fight so far. And
that you've read.
Yeah, so far that I've read. And I can't let them ruin that for me.
It's happens.
Yeah. In other words, I don't mind having some monthlies. Because that means I could take on more weeklies.
Yeah, because like I said, we're going to be losing
I'm not even reading.
JJK in 3 weeks minimum. Watch him go on a break every other week now.
And I'm still scared we might lose Kaiju.
I still think we have another year of Kaiju.
I really, really hope we have another year of Kaiju.
Because that's 25 chapters. Because it's bi-weekly. So.
Well, I hope we have another 2 years of Kaiju. See, did we talk about this Kaiju? I don't think we did.
No, we did not.
Boo! Well, actually...
Before we do that, because the other one is super short, so we'll just get out of the way and then jump into Kaiju.
Well, we have a lot of different ones to talk about, so...
Well, no, it's just the sad one, really. The one that I actually read today and put off until today. Wild Strawberry. Did you read it?
Was it sad? Oh, yeah, it was sad. I was very unhappy.
Exactly what you didn't want to happen happened.
I don't think we talked about the last one, but I don't really care about the last one anymore. Oh, we did. Very briefly.
Dude, I took 2 screenshots.
I'm so fucking sad.
Dude, because I saw the first one.
When Makoto's face blows out the side. And I was like, oh, that's confirmation he's dead. But then he starts talking in the next chapter. And then this happens.
Mm-hmm.
He just gets chewed and the blood just splatters all over Kingu. And I'm just like...
And they cut to the dog crying.
Yes.
They literally cut across the city to his dog reacting.
How fucking savage is that?
Breaks my goddamn heart. What other anime has the balls, though? What other manga has the balls to cut off their edgy, cool character this early?
Right?
I wish they wouldn't, but that's some balls. I'll recognize the risk you're taking. Why'd you have to cut to the dog, man?
Yeah, right.
Literally
like,
the page after, too. Like, there's no time in between. So the page he dies, and then immediately dog.
I was sad. It was a sad day.
Yeah, I think this is one of the first ones I opened at work, because I knew it'd be quick, and I regretted it.
Well, first off, it was super quick, because normally I feel like the chapters... Not that they drag on, but they're long, because it's a bi-weekly, so...
Yeah, the last one had a lot more talking than this.
This one, sure. Once I got in it, I swear the second half of the chapter blew by.
Can we just also say, though, that's a sick-ass fucking monster?
I was literally just about to say that. The ending...
Of course he gets the coolest monster.
Fire. Straight alien.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's like a xenomorph mixed with a demon. Like...
An apt description.
So, yeah, that was devastating.
That's one way to put it.
No, so we had a lot. Because we have Astro Baby, Kaiju. Did we talk about Spy Family?
I do not believe so. Because I think I only briefly mentioned how I love that one Damien panel when he manifests the tingly aura.
That's really the only part that's worth mentioning.
Yeah, to be honest, it's a Damien chapter that's just...
Do we have 2 Dandadans to talk about? I know we didn't talk about much last episode. In anime-wise. So I didn't have to list out how many chapters.
I don't know if we did, but this week was fire.
Yeah, I don't think we talked about last week, but it was mostly just like...
Well, by fire, I mean hilarious. Just wholesome things.
Yeah, last chapter was mostly just wrap-up.
Mm-hmm.
And getting doll clothes for Momo. And them thinking about their confession.
Yes.
Oh, I forgot about that.
What's up?
Jesus saying you're precious to me.
Oh, yes. Back the fuck off, Gigi. That's my boy Ken's woman.
No.
Dude, this episode where they're playing the baseball game to throw his fucking nut back into his sack.
And he's just like, you don't have to do it this way. Please don't do it this now.
I was so scared they're gonna have to go look for it.
Well, they did, but
yeah, that we would have to see them go look for it.
I bow down and pray to all of the heavens and the earths and I took the screenshot of that just to thank them that Okuran did not feel the pain of Grandma smashing that ball with the
into
fucking
the
bat.
sun.
She didn't get it very far though, because they just find it in like the front lawn. I did love when everyone starts flipping out that
Turbo Granny,
and dude, fucking Ken's face is just stonewalled and just unfazed.
So reference though, giving Turbo Granny his powers back.
Yeah, from like super early. Like what's that? Chapter 5.
Yeah.
So when they make that thing. Yeah, right here. See, he's just totally chilled, totally relaxed,
looking her right in the face.
And then Turbo Granny has some. I assume this is Turbo Granny anyway. Flashbacks of all the notable moments they've had together.
Yeah, I love this picture of her and Grandma.
Oh yes, so badass.
So badass. Yep. End of an era. For now.
I do not, one, think it's the last time we see her.
Of course
there's just
not.
no way. And two, there's no way Okuran loses those powers.
It's not permanently, at least, but no. I don't think he has them right now.
Or maybe this is the perfect opportunity
for Jermaine to jump one or the other.
Or for Okuran to get his own
adopt
powers.
His own ghost?
Well, no, now that he has... But I don't know, now that he has his family jewels returned to him, do they lose their spiritual properties that they had as their own thing?
I have no clue.
No, because did he get a power boost when he got the first one back? I don't remember him.
Also, I like that half the cast is wearing shirts representative of them. Gigi's wearing an Uzumaki shirt. It's the spiral eye part. Vamo's wearing a Godzilla shirt. And Kinta is wearing a robot shirt.
Yeah, that's great.
I know it's because of Vamala, but then I was like, wait, Gigi, wait, Kinta.
My boy Kinta solidifying his place right there next to Vamala, too.
Ugh.
Don't hate on the Kinta. First off, I was the one hating on the Kinta, and you were like, no, don't, because that one chapter...
What a beast, man.
When he came in, I mean, he's good at operating the mech. The nano house.
Someone has to be the worst member of the cast. And it's Kinta.
No, it's
not Ira. It is absolutely Kinta.
Right now, it's fucking Gigi trying to step up on our girl.
Yeah, you're not too far, Gigi. We can slap you back down if we...
We love you, but not in these moments.
I'll put you one above Kinta, I swear to God.
Honestly, Class Prez is down there too, just because I just don't resonate with her.
I resonated her within her own arc.
Yeah, well, I like her more, like, because she's not really an
It's the idol outfit. It makes me feel weird. Not even like a sexual way. I just think it's weird.
I think it's a weird power.
I think it's like
She's the saboteur.
It's almost like the goon opening the closet door and peeking an eye in. The gooner inside the author. Being like, maybe I could sneak one more sexy shot in here. I'll put her in really tiny underwear.
I just didn't think that she was a prevalent enough character to try and introduce into the main cast of people when we already have such a large main cast of people.
That are better.
And then not only did she tag along, but now she has her own Turbo Granny copycat. You know what I mean?
Like, here we go. That's Guna bait.
Bro, you're fucking showing it to the wrong dude.
I know. I'm just saying. I feel like you exist to be that.
I exist to be that?
No, her.
Oh.
She exists to be that.
Yes.
What do you mean by that?
Because like even when she was introduced to, she's like, "Are you a vampire? I think vampires are hot." Like,
oh yeah, I remember that. I was like, "Oh, okay, all right, that's where we're starting."
So you know what? Yeah, Kinta her.
So she's at the bottom.
She's at the... it's so tough. They're tied. They're in a race to the bottom.
Gigi just plays jump rope with that fucking scale.
Sure does. I love my boy, though. I'll always remember that the fucking...
It's so wholesome.
That arc's so good. His sandworm arc, yeah.
Yeah. When he gets the evil eyes introduced.
Oh,
yeah.
So good.
We're not going to see that in the anime, huh? It's too deep.
Confirmed 12 episodes. We're definitely getting, like, Ira's whole arc in there.
Yeah, because isn't that, like, the third thing that happens?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is the Ira's arc is with the Loch Ness Monster?
And the dancing one. I don't know what happens first. I don't know if she gets her own ghost first and then they fight Loch Ness. But both are going to happen in quick succession to each other.
Yes. Either way, I'm here for it all. I can't wait. Can't wait. Next month.
Next month.
We're like literally a month away because it's the 12th, I think. So it's the 10th or 12th. I
think it's sooner than that. I think it's the 3rd. I think it's October 3rd.
Oh, you're right, because I think Bleach was the 5th, and that's when I sent you that message being like, how the gods grace me this week.
Yes.
To give me Bleach and Dandadan in this, like, 3 days apart.
I was trying to remember something else I have this month. It's a new magic set. I was like, I have so many dates to remember right now. It's ridiculous.
I'm sorry.
I know. I know. How dare they get me like this?
How dare you let them get you like this?
Of course I let them get me like this. They made a fucking furry set. So of course they're going to grab me by the nose and yank me in. And they're like, you know what we're doing next, motherfucker? The next set's going to be enchantments. Fuck you. Because Magic loves to do that, where in standard they'll always be like, this set's your 2-color set. This set's your 3-color set. There'll be other things in it. Yeah. Artifacts. This one's the enchantments one. And it's like that really cool horror theme I was telling you about, where the whole plane is one house that a demon was locked in. Fuck you, wizards. Hopefully after that it'll be a return to something set so I can just snooze.
You know, I want to...
Return to Ixalan.
You know, I want to spend an exorbitant amount of money on something that I do not need and will probably use 3 times when it first arrives in the mail and never again.
A magic deck?
No. Because I shared it to the group chat. I don't think you saw it, though. But, because I had one as a kid, and I've searched everywhere that would have, like...
Dual disc?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dual
I
disc.
could feel it. I could feel it coming.
The old G one, too, because I had one. Dude, that's so cool that they made one that actually did that shit, too. Like, the flip things, it works perfectly. And I'm just like... I'm never going to use this. I'm going to put it on my hand, run around the house with it, flipping it around a bunch of times. Those things destroyed your cards.
Oh, I bet.
They were not used functionally, but they were cool as fuck.
I unveiled my trap card. It turns my card from a PSA 10 to a 5.
And then the next time I play it, to a 0, because it rips. And then
so I gotta pull out half my card.
And then you gotta put your deck in there, and it pinches the deck down to hold it in there. So when you're drawing a card, you're scraping the top of your card. But then if you sleeve it, it won't fit into the thing.
Beautiful. Kaiba Corp needs to get their shit together.
But I saw that short today, and I was just like, yo, fuck, I need a dual disc.
If only that worked for Magic. Let me try to pinch 3 creature tokens into this one slot. I guess I'll put my lands where the traps go, but then I need to tap them. That doesn't work.
I did like those fold out, like laminated paper
Not full laminated, but
like the play mats that used to like come with decks.
With Yu-Gi-Oh decks, those things are cool.
Especially because there's so many zones in Yu-Gi-Oh to remember too. Because you got like the battlefield zone where your fusion deck goes and your regular deck goes.
But also too, their field is so much smaller. Magic is just you place things where you place them.
It's an organizer's wet dream.
Except if you put your lands in front of your creatures.
Then you're a monster.
You're a fucking heathen.
Yeah. Motherfucker, I don't need to see all your lands. Get your fucking valuable shit up here.
Right?
To the front of the line, please, where my eyes can see them.
Unless you're blue. If you're mono blue, then you can put your lands in front so I can see.
Because I have no permanents.
Yeah. And so I can see how many unopened blues you have.
No, 3 unopened blue.
Yeah, always. Fucking bastards. I have 3 counters in my whole deck, but I always have one in my hand.
Thankfully, I don't even know the creator's name. I was watching someone go over their blue-white control deck. It is exactly how you'd imagine a blue-white player would be. Just the biggest fucking dork about it. Every turn he'd be like, "Ew, the last thing you want to see, 2 unopened blue mana." Oh, is that your best card? Oh, that's a counter. I'm like, is this me?
Yes.
Shit.
It just saps the fun out of everything. Ugh.
Blue is the reason everyone else stays balanced.
No, it's not.
We keep you all in check.
Not really, because it's funny too. I don't know. Well, because I think a counter deck just straight loses to all of all those anytime you look at like a top tier deck in each standard thing, I just feel like counter loses eventually to that.
I feel like
all the meta decks beat out a counter deck because meta decks for each standard they're all low cost stuff. Like what the fuck is a counter deck doing against?
Mono red's the only one where
Mono
I'm like,
red.
It's the only one I really don't have an answer for. Because right now there's a good sweeper for it. It's a 3-drop enchantment, exile everything with 2 or less until it leaves. So if you make it to turn 3, you just eat their whole asshole up.
Mm.
But it's all really niche like that, like matchup wise.
Well, because again, too, if you're playing standard, you're gonna know what's popular, and you're gonna have a sideboard to switch out things based on what you're fighting. Because green always has that ramp to try and get up. Oh, you counter one as well as okay. I got 7 more. I'm gonna cast this turn. So choose your counter wisely. But then
probably green is you're just signposting I'm close to my win con, so it's okay, I'll keep 3 counters in my hand.
But then it's good, but blue does pretty well against black or white.
Yeah,
because
especially black, because a lot of blue decks don't even have shit to target really.
Yeah,
so they're just holding 3 kill spells that have really no targets to hit with.
And anything they're gonna cast isn't gonna be multiple things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And same with white, maybe because they got a lot of soldiers. You're in
that's another really fast aggro sometimes.
Yeah. But I just think it loses against.
But then sweeper. That's the real hidden damage. If they get to 5 mana, it's just your whole board's gone over and over and over again.
But then they also got just mill, so it's okay, you can't counter anything. I'll just make you not draw it.
And then there's. What I see a lot of them close the game out with at this point. It's so annoying. Is they'll just make a 1/1 on your end step, hit you with it. Then you play a creature, they'll sweep. Wait a couple turns on your next end step, make a 1/1, start hitting you with it. Yeah.
Go die in a hole, unmarked, in the middle of the woods.
It's just 2 different lands and standards right now that can make 1/1 tokens on your opponent's end step, and a whole suite of 2-color lands that have tap, make this a creature until end of turn to swing with.
Mm-hmm.
So they just close you out with that.
Yeah.
They wait till they have 8 lands after countering and sweeping you over and over again, and then they start picking
just
away.
It's the worst way to go. Kind of when you have when they played that 1/2 flying at turn 1 or 2, and you just have no flying defense. and you're just getting smacked every
Over and
turn
over again.
by a 1/1 flying bird.
So I might as well make it so that I draw when this hits now. It's over. Scoop.
Yep. That's magic for you, though. But I still need to figure out that one. I need one more Yu-Gi-Oh card to buy, so that then I can make that poster that I want to buy.
Yeah, we went through like a whole list of
and I had cards. Most of them too. Because I'm looking for like
Toon World,
OG stuff. You know what I mean? Like the original
Toon World.
Like I don't know
the actual card that made them into toons.
Maybe I'd have to look at it.
I think that'd be a good cherry on top.
Because like I have like Summon Skull, Dark Magician Girl, three Blue Eyes White Dragons, Exodia, all the God cards, and then all of like the iconic first edition.
Yeah.
Well, not that the cards are Mystic first editions, but like first edition popular spells like
Karibo.
Yeah, I think I have a Karibo.
You better have a Karibo.
I have Time Wizard and the Baby Dragon.
I love Time Wizard.
Red Eyes Black Dragon.
Yeah.
And then like Change of Heart, Pot of Greed, Black Hole, Pot of Greed.
Swords of Revealing
Light, and
Yeah,
Monster Reborn, all that shit. You know, so I want just one more iconic thing from back then.
If it's cheap, I'd go Toon World, personally.
Maybe, because I don't really have any other Toon things. So
plus, it was in Maximilian's deck. You said you have Relinquished.
You know who I don't know if I have? That fucking 3-headed fucking railgun dragon. You know what I'm talking about?
XYZ Dragon Cannon?
No, the one that the American guy had.
Oh, him. Yeah. Something Keith. Bandit Keith?
Bandit Keith, yeah. His big monster, that dragon thing.
I barely even remember it.
It's a dinosaur.
But back to some manga.
Right, that kaiju that we started like forever ago and just abandoned and went to other topics.
And it was a good kaiju.
It was, yes. We got Samurai Dude again.
Yes. We got nuggets.
Let me see. Let me open the chapter so I know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Yeah, this is why I look at it now.
There we go. Yes, but damaged Le Corps.
She's like, let's have a little chat. And then boom.
We're in the Heian period that we didn't get in JJK.
Kaiju number 8, scratching my Heian era itch.
True, but this more looks like the Sengoku period, personally.
Yeah. I don't know the fucking difference.
I don't know, I just feel like Sengoku is the one that's known for the more samurai dudes, but I could be wrong. But yeah, so they're inside and some kind of alternate world to talk to, and for some reason Kaiju number 9 is a child. Just talking about how he's done. Kaiju number 9 is you have won. Kafka Hibino. But yes, Samurai Dude's just everywhere dead. Surpassed his expectations. Crushed his plans and stuff. Just been but then like whatever the fuck this is, where it's got all those
it says the era.
Does it?
Yeah.
Or we just
it says it later.
Oh. Where?
Sorry, I was scrolling the whole time we were talking. Way later. Like page 21 into 22.
Oh. The Meiriki era. And then Samurai Dude, literally the exact same panel, too.
The exact same Samurai Dude.
Fucking badass. Just a regular dude with a spear. Apparently was taking out kaijus in the Meiriki
I'm wondering
era.
if he also had a kaiju inside of him then. Because a line that stood out to me earlier was I guess you're not deeply linked just yet. Do you mean to your ancestor or do you mean to the kaiju? Either one, you said it came from this was a stroke of fate from a long, long time ago. So did you fight the kaiju inside Kafka back then?
Right.
Or are you talking about his ancestor?
If that's even his ancestor.
If it is.
Yeah.
Or if maybe it's the last guy that had this kaiju inside them.
Mm.
But either way, it got cut short.
Yes. With a sneak attack.
See, he was lying.
He was, yes. I do have one more attack. And just gets pierced right through by Kaiju number 9. To leave us on a fucking cliffhanger.
Finally touching that kind of shit I was looking for, though.
Mm-hmm. But, 13 hours to the next chapter, so.
Ooh. The benefits of waiting mad long to talk about it.
Right.
Well, that means when I work tomorrow, I'll have a chapter to read.
Yes. If I get the notification to remind me tomorrow, I'll read it on my lunch break. But that all depends on the notification, because chapters come out around 11 o'clock, don't they? Yeah, it's 13 hours from now.
Around noonish, yeah.
Because I take lunch at 11, so if I get the notification while sitting there on my phone, then I'll probably remember.
Then you most assuredly read it.
Yeah, but usually on my lunch break, I'm just flipping through YouTube.
Sorry, I have 4 chapters of Black Clover to read. I'm just letting them stack up.
So how many more are left at this point?
I don't know. It can't be that many more.
I'm gonna Google it, because I thought they said they wanted to finish it this year, didn't they?
Well, they did until they decided to do the last chapters in a tri-monthly magazine. Yeah. Oh, it's because he's doing double drops. So the last time he dropped 2 chapters, and now this time, which was August 7th, he dropped 2 chapters.
Let's see here. How many? What's the latest chapter number?
373. As of 4 days ago.
Yeah, I didn't get any research results about how many more would be, because I'm sure he hasn't announced it like Gege. It's very unusual for manga to be like, oh, hey, by the way,
we're ending this time.
Yes, we're ending in X amount of chapters. I could see people being like, we're ending in the next week's our last chapter type thing, but
it's all really going to come down to if he wants to give everyone their own fights. Some of these fucking volume covers are fire.
For
Black Clover.
Black Clover.
Specifically this Yami one, but that's because Yami's amazing.
Yes, I like the eyeballs behind him.
No, I really like this entire spread of covers.
I know, like none of those people, except these 2 people.
And I really, really like this one.
That is dope. Who is that?
One of the bad guys.
What's his name for audience members who know?
Oh, God, there's a whole... I'm going to say Licked.
That's his name? Licked?
I'm pretty sure. Because there's a whole part where he's just like, I took my brother's name because my brother died, and he's like, my motivation. I don't remember
who the real name is.
Yeah, I barely remember that plot section. It's fire, because right behind him is the main bad guy of the arc. Just see his little mouth there.
Oh, yes.
And he's fire.
I'll read Black Clover.
I want to say it's
Lucifero.
It's worth.
My main one that I want to read that jumped to the top of the list is Magi. So,
Yes.
I've still fought the urge, still to this day, not to read past 15.
Well, I am now on 11.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
You should be inside the labyrinth at this point, right?
Oh, yeah. I was inside the labyrinth when I started this. Because they were going through the entrance at the end of the first chunk.
Okay, nice.
Yes. So I'll meet you at 20 next week.
Don't tell me twice. I'll do my best not to read fast 20. Because 15 was like the perfect one to stop at, too. Because literally that's when they leave the dungeon.
Nice.
Dungeon. They call it dungeons.
I love how he draws faces.
Yes.
That's just as a nice little throwaway, because I mentioned to you on the right here that I love the look he gave Aladdin when Aladdin asked about Alibaba, and he was like, oh, he went ahead for us. And Aladdin just gives him these eyes.
He's like, oh, you're lying to me, motherfucker.
He gave him Morgiana eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, that's forward, not backward. No. Actually, I might have just taken a picture of it. I'm like 90% sure I did. Yeah. The sus eyes.
Yes, the sussy.
They look so good on him.
Yeah. No, the artwork is fantabulous. And
all of it's fantabulous. Again, even those little moments, like Alibaba falling into the spike pit and just like slamming his fists down and dodging them. Volume cover. Also fantastic.
Uh-huh.
Get me in back where I was.
Is it just when you're here, or is this a normal occurrence with
No,
your
this
app?
is a pretty normal occurrence.
It's just the app does not like your phone.
Yeah. That and stuff like jumping around a lot, opening and closing it all makes it work less good. Because if I go like this, oh, I didn't close it. Then it's just going to work. See?
Yeah. How old is that phone?
Not very.
No?
No, I think this is either a 14 or a 15. And 16 just came out.
Galaxy, Androids name their phones weird. They used to be in order number. I have the S20 FE.
Oh, God. Why is F in here? Why did F have to get involved?
Because my wife has the S20 as well, but my phone's bigger than hers, so
that's the FE, Fidelity Extreme.
Yeah, sure.
No, I'm really liking Magi.
Full edition.
I need to dig in more. I saw that there's a new manga on Viz, but I don't know how well manga lives on Viz. So do I want to invest into a new manga on Viz?
What's the synopsis?
I only just read it, and pretty good. A young boy must live in exile lest his deadly magical powers destroy the world. And that picture.
Kai Hen Wizards. Yeah, dude's holding a zombie.
It's kind of pulling me in.
Giant fucking scythe.
I'll let you know if I read it.
And an eye patch.
I'm definitely going to try to read Ijichi, the witch, for next week.
Then I will try to do the same.
Hopefully have a big pop-off week next week.
I'm trying to think, because, we got Sakamoto that we read, so I'm not really concerned with that. We'll just read that as we go. But I still want to read Undead Unlock, Witch Watch.
That's why I'd almost like to even,
Siren.
increase the gas on Sakamoto. Because we can get caught up in Sakamoto.
Yeah, we're on what?
61. Out of 181, but we've also not been trying that hard.
Yeah, we've read a third of it already. That's nothing. If we decide we read 5 a week or something like that, that's fucking...
I guess the same could be said for most of the other ones we mentioned too, because Undead Unluck is also still ongoing.
And it's in the 200s.
Oh my god. I don't know if I'd want to take Undead Unluck from the very, very start, though. Well, you're already partway in. I'll probably just hop on wherever you're at.
I would take it from wherever. I would look
the
it up.
Animans?
Yeah. Which I haven't finished yet.
Yeah, but it'll be quicker to just bust out the last half of the anime. I almost said chunk, but
yeah, because I forgot that I read for 2 cours, a 25-episoder.
The sickness in my stomach when you're like, oh, the last thing I saw was that spoil. I was like, oh no. all the things I've said.
It's all good.
I'm interested in I'm just like Beastars. I'm interested in your take because I very much enjoyed the rest of Under the Luck. I definitely could have been more critical in my brain, but I was enjoying the ride so much. Mm-hmm. Not even just with what like the anime stuff I was telling you with flashbacking a lot. There's a certain character, specifically a certain character that I'm like, that's weirdly convenient.
Well, I'm going to have some time off from work sometime this month. So
hopefully before Bleach comes out.
Well, because when Bleach comes out, it's just one episode weekly. Yeah. You know what I mean? So maybe I'll catch up on like a Beastars or on Undead Unlock during that time. So I do want to watch more Beastars. I want to watch season 3.
Yeah, season 3 is the one that's coming. Eventually.
Season 2.
Okay. Yeah, season 2 is the one to watch. Another one, I'm very interested on your take on that finale.
Well, because if it had came out soon, if it came out when I was still watching the first one, I just would continue to binge.
Yeah.
Especially with how it left off. Like, what's going on with Louis? Yeah. What the fuck happened? Because I still don't know what the fuck happened. So, and it's over, right? So season 3 would be the...
Season 3 is going to be the end.
And you don't know any manga spoilers? Or
I know a character exists. That's about it.
So, like, unless in season 2, do you know who the culprit is in season 2? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a good hook line to bring me in there.
In fact, I would say that whole plot line is settled in season 2.
Oh. Cool.
Mm-hmm. I might even rewatch the finale just for when we go to talk about it.
I'll let you know when I finish it then so that you can prepare for the episode.
Thank you, because I can only vaguely remember my opinions now. I need to get back on that, be exactly what got my gears turning to keep it as vague as possible.
Didn't you say that there was something that your partner caught his eye that he was going to watch with you? You said we should watch this or something?
I think I tried to do that with the List of Samurai.
I think that's what
we did start something though.
Oh, which was that?
Dead Demons.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we pulled the trigger on it.
Just episode 1?
So I want to say we've seen 2 or 3 episodes.
Nice. How is it? I know literally nothing about the series.
Same. I literally knew nothing about the series going in. It's different. It's good. It's a kind of a lot of what I expected, where big, strange, world-changing thing happens, but it's more about just people. More of like a life goes on kind of cynicism to it.
And this is from
Inuo Asano, Pun Pun fame, which is also why I kind of went in expecting that. Like, this isn't going to be a show about aliens. It's a show about
people.
2 girls going through, like, puberty.
You should totally read Pun Pun, too, by the way.
I know. I'm probably just going to buy it, honestly.
Well, you shouldn't, because in the sense that I know you want to buy 20th Century Boys. And I want you to buy 20th
Doro.
And I want you to buy 20th Century Boys so I can read it.
That's fair. No,
Sorry,
if I bought Pun Pun, it would be like a tax return thing where I just buy it all at once.
I mean, it's... I don't even know how many... It can't be more
it's
than
like 7
10
volumes.
I think it's got... Well, it's 140.
The thing is, like, the first ones are thick and they get thinner. I've seen them on a shelf together.
I'd love to buy some more manga, but again, it always comes down to that old adage. Shelf space.
Yeah, 7.
Oh yeah, that's not bad.
Oh, I had to open another fucking app. Yeah, see, like the thicknesses are weird.
Those are weird. They look like actual books. I like how the numbers go down at an angle though.
Yeah.
And how Poon Poon's face is on them. See, I like shit like that when you put it on there and they make like
a design.
Image, yeah. Or a design.
Yeah, so that was my plan with Poon Poon because it's not that expensive. Like that one was $125.
See, I would.
Oh my god, my Twitter addiction is so bad. I just opened Twitter for no reason.
If I were to buy a manga right now, the only thing I'd be interested in buying would be Dandadan.
I definitely want to own Dandadan.
Same.
I'm focusing right now, Doro and 20th Century Boys, though, because I want to buy something that I actually want to read, like I did with Hell's Paradise.
And two, so that I'm not just fucking bumming off you. Like, buy all these things I want to read. I haven't even opened the box. It's sitting under my computer desk. I own all of the Game of Thrones books now.
Nice.
All of them.
I am dying to read them.
So.
Like, I spent a lot of my time at work rewatching scenes of Game of Thrones.
Do you?
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
It is good stuff.
So I want to read Sun Can Rock so bad.
I have a few that I want to buy to read right now, which would be Gachiakuta, because I don't use my browser for manga anymore, so I haven't been reading Gachiakuta or Blue Lock. Was Blue Lock one of these three?
I wouldn't. That's a long series.
It is. I would, if I were to buy Blue Lock, I would pick it up from where I left off in the manga so far, and then like retroactively buy the volumes to own them, but at least just start where I can read the volumes, which I hate doing. I never do that for any other series, but Blue Lock is that fucking long that I would.
It's like, isn't it like close to 300 chapters now?
Yeah, it's definitely over 20 volumes.
See, it's a lot.
Yeah, so I would just jump right into where I am.
It's like, I would love to be able to say I could own One Piece, but this is never going to happen. It's 110 volumes.
Unless you hit the fucking lottery.
It's not even about it's where the fuck am I going to put 110 books?
Well, once you hit the lottery, you can also build a room of shelves.
I could build a One Piece room.
You'll build an extension to your home just to fit One Piece.
No, if I won the lottery, I'm buying a new house.
But there's
See you later.
three other mangas that I don't know that much about that I'm very interested in, just off of word of mouth for two of them. The Full Alchemist creator's newer manga, the one where I did read the first chapter, and they're in like a village, like tending to crops.
Oh, and
then helicopters fly in and soldiers drop down and shoot them all. Oh, crazy first chapter. And the other two I know literally nothing about. It's Centuria, if you want to Google some pictures.
While we wait for that to open.
I see a lot of people heaping praise on this.
You're going to have to tell me how to spell it in a second.
CENTURIA. You do not need my fucking location for this.
Right. I have definitely seen this before.
I have known nothing about it, but I see praise heaped on it.
Especially
on
this
Twitter.
image right here of the girl with the blood on her. I assume that's blood. And this young Muzan looking person.
But I have no clue where to read it. If I were to read it, I'm pretty much at the point where I'd rather just wait for an English release. See, look, it says new Shonen Jump manga, but I have not seen this on any of the websites.
Huh.
And then the other one, which I also know nothing about, but I've just started seeing it get praised recently.
Yeah, it's Shonen Jump Plus. It's not on the fucking... on the web browser?
Even if it was, don't those still show in the app now?
Sometimes it didn't show Dandadan before.
When I try to Google where to read it, it just gives me all of the usual, like, Manga Plus and then a bunch of piracy sites.
What's the other one?
Usogui.
What the hell?
Usogui.
That also sounds familiar.
And these are all ones I've just been hearing about like in the last like week or two.
Okay, yeah, no, I have no idea what this is.
Oh, I already had a big ass list of manga I want to read.
The artwork is fucking fantastic.
Right? People,
Jesus,
apparently something big
fuck?
happened in the manga recently because everyone was posting a picture, the same picture.
What is this about?
I have no fucking clue.
Like, is this the same manga? Like, what is this? Let's see if there's a synopsis here.
Shueisha's seinen manga. Young Jump.
Madarame Baku, known as the Lie Eater, is a gambler who gambles against maniacal opponents. Alongside his protege, Kaiji Takayomi, and his bodyguard, Marco. Takayomi reminds me of Mitsuyomi, which means I need to read Tengu Tenge. Attempts to take over the underground gambling organization known as Kakaru. It oversees a variety of high-stakes gambles wherein the participants often use their lives as an ante or a bet. There are 48 members and 101 referees who act as supervisors and debate collectors when the gambles have completed. As the series progresses, Baku and his crew find themselves increasingly involved to the war between Kakaru and rival criminal organization Ideal. Okay, so it's about gambling. Centuria, though, that's the one that, based on what you just showed me.
That's the one I want to read more because it looks like more...
Stowing himself away on a slave ship, Julian sets up sail for a great continent with 100 slaves, all yearning for freedom, until embark on a groundbreaking journey through this action-paced dark fantasy saga.
I can confirm neither of them are in the Viz app.
Excuse me.
Which pisses me off because Shonen Jump was in both of their publishing. Shonen, I'll give you more money if you just let me read more stuff.
I mean, I have no problem reading stuff on my web browser, because I do it like all the time. So
I still kind of do. I just always get left behind. I don't want to open them on my laptop because I don't want to get a virus. True. I feel fine opening them on my phone because it's just pretty fucking Apple's one or two good things they do is security and privacy. So I'm kind of okay doing it there, but I just hate it. I always forget. I Google a billion things in the week, so there's like 8 billion new tabs every week.
Just close those tabs. Every time I go to open a tab and I see Google.
I do.
Oh, first off, look at all the fucking.
Look, the Darkness Devil from last week.
Oh, yeah, but look at all of those, like, the I don't know what the Safari thing.
Yeah, because it's
not
Google.
loaded because you haven't used it in forever.
Yeah, what is a Prion? Because I saw a Prion thing. Ginseng Ha, because I got so sad seeing him in the anime.
I got like 37 open tabs right now, too.
255.
Oh my god, bro. Close some fucking tabs. Just spend 15 minutes. There's no way you have.
I've done it before.
There's no way you need that many.
I don't need that many. I don't. It just takes so long. And anytime I scroll up for anything, I'll be like, scroll, close. Scroll, close. Oh my god. Sauron from like 2 weeks ago.
Dude, just anytime you're on a smoke break at work or something, just fucking go in there and close like 15 tabs.
Oh, please, my whole day at work feels like a break.
Well, that's night shifts for you.
Yeah, like I could absolutely be doing this while taking customers. It's just so much.
It is, but then you'd feel so much more organized in life.
Because my Blue Lock tags and my Gachiakucha tags are still in here.
I hate having 37 right now. That is an astronomical amount of numbers for me, or my internet browser.
At least I thought my Blue Lock tags.
And most of it's because, like, I'll look up, like, I'll see something on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter or something of, like, a manga, and I'm like, oh, that's interesting. So I'll open a Google tab of it to remind me that it exists. So I have, like, a bunch of Google tabs open of, like, manga on chapter 1s.
to like go back and read. But
I know. But I don't keep like any of these tabs for usefulness besides the couple manga that I was reading on here. Sorry, I'm moving the said manga to where I could see them.
Yeah. You know how you do that? Close 250 tabs.
I'll just move Blue Lock and Gachiakuta.
Obviously, they're not all important, so just close all. Start fresh.
No, because then I'll lose Blue Lock and Gachiakuta. I'm on chapter 208 of Blue Lock.
All right, then go to that specific page, write it down, write down Gachiakuta, close all tabs, open 2 new tabs.
I might lose my sight.
You're not going to lose your sight. You can always just Google read Blue Lock, and there's 17 million sites that you can read it on.
Yeah, but some of them are garbage.
True.
I have 2 Blue Lock tabs for reasons, because one of those 2 sites is garbage. So yeah, I definitely want to read Centuria and Usogui. And because I don't know when the volumes are going to release for those, I think I will read those online. The Full Metal Alchemist author's manga, Yomi no Tsugai, is actually already started its like English releases, so that one I'm going to buy physicals.
See, Centuria seems more like the one I would be interested in.
It's the one I've seen more praise for, too. A lot more people talk about it.
This screams Berserk vibes to me when we have this image.
It just looks fucking cool.
Damn, you got fucked up in that image, huh?
That picture is reminding me so much of Hell's Paradise.
This
Literally
one?
just because they're in a boat.
Yeah. Yeah, no, this is interesting. See, what the fuck is that?
See, I see a lot of people post like pictures of like the new gens, the best new gens, and Centuria's like always up there.
Oh, hey, look. It's fucking
That's
Vinland
the other
Saga.
thing I was thinking about a lot.
Reading Vinland Saga?
No, I'm saying this reminds me a lot of Vinland Saga.
Oh.
Somewhat because of boats.
See, I think about reading Vinland Saga, but then I'm like, but why not just stay anime only? You're so far.
I feel like Vinland Saga is the type of thing I would read as a reread of the story. Like, watch the whole anime and then read the manga.
Yeah, but then at the same time, you see a single panel of Vinland Saga and you're like, oh my god, that artwork.
Yeah. That's why I'm like, I could just re-experience the story that way.
That man knows how to draw hands.
No, I remember you showing me them worker hands.
Yes. Manga hands. This one, like, look at this shit. Look at that. Look at this.
Actually, you have to make a new note of mangas that I want to start.
Like, bro, you took this picture and then you traced over it. There's no way you drew that hand. It's just, it's so good. Vinland Saga artwork. Vinland Saga is almost over too, I believe. But that's another one that's on like a tri-month release tab or something like that.
Brutal. Well, no wonder when it looks as good as it does.
Yeah. Hey, one of the legendary signings need to come to an end. Properly. Unfortunately, Kentaro Miura passed for Berserk. Vagabond was just shelved.
It's so hard.
And Kingdom is still going strong, but it's just so fucking long.
And I don't think it gets any like English release.
It has to, because one of the content creators I watch like is always
they could be using
chapters.
Like online scans and stuff.
No, could be, yeah. Oh yeah, you mean like official releases?
I mean official releases.
But I don't even know who would have Kingdom anyway. Kodansha? They have Vinland Saga, don't they?
I think it's also Viz.
Kingdom?
I think. I don't know for sure.
I have no idea, to be honest with you. That's just a project that I'm just not trying to get involved with, though.
Shueisha.
Oh,
yeah, Young Jump Comics. So the same one that has Usogui. Which explains why Kingdom's also not on the Viz app. I need to check if I can get Manga Plus. I remember not liking what I saw.
What, as an app?
Yeah, like as an app.
I didn't know that you could, to be honest with you. There's only one... Because there's one... I started reading it. Let me see, because it's on my favorites here.
I think it gives you like one free read of every chapter, and that book rubbed me the wrong way, because then I can't go back into the chapter to talk about the chapter.
Ayakashi Triangle is one that...
You'll be reading alone.
Yes, I know. One that I wanted to read, but it's on a web only, so... I wonder, though, well, no, because the Viz app is also all web-only stuff. Freeren's on the Viz app, though, I think. Isn't it?
I think so.
Let's see. What's the favorites? Yep, Freeren's right there.
There's Centuria.
But yeah, anyway. What, did you find the Jump Plus app?
Yeah, the Manga Plus.
Oh. Wait, do I? Oh, no, I have an app called Manga Reader. Yeah. I don't think I have Manga. Is that what it's called? Manga Plus?
Yeah.
Let me see if it's even on Android. Probably not.
I don't know how this manga.
Oh, yeah, no.
Works.
Manga Plus by Shueisha. 10 million downloads.
You know, people definitely use it. I just don't know how it works. Some of them say free. Some of them say free with a little ticket symbol.
Oh. Yeah, no, I have 4 manga apps right now. I don't think I need a 5th one.
Oh, I download this. I'll let you know if it's any good or how it works.
Yeah, because I have the Shonen Jump app, Viz Manga app, the Manga Reader app that I have that I never use. I only have it because I want to read Vanitas at some point, and it's on there. And I have Webtoons.
I've never seen them. They have like a top watched list. Hey, Astro Baby at 50.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll dig into this at some point. Mostly because I want to read Centuria that bad.
I just shouldn't do it to myself, or add more onto my plate right now.
Well, I don't know if this is going to make your heart swell with joy, at least. It's only 22 chapters so far.
Oh.
If that changes anything.
Kind of does.
It really does.
Kind of light work to just catch up to it.
I mean, that first one's obviously going to be 3 chapters long, but the rest...
Yeah, so
it looks like it is weekly, judging by the...
So it's new.
The dates, yeah. New with a lot of buzz already. So yeah, I'll let you know how this works.
But it's on there?
It is on there.
Oh, okay. There's probably some other good stuff on there too.
Usogui is not. So that one I'm going to have to Google. Damn you, Seinen.
I have the best seinen in physical. Berserk.
We'll judge that when we read more of
Berserk's, I feel like it's a pretty safe bet to say Berserk's going to be a hard one to beat.
I don't think it's not one I would argue with someone with, but it's also not someone, like if someone turned around and said, well, mine's 20th Century Boys, I'm not going to sit here and be like, one of you's absolutely correct over the other.
Damn, I got to read more Berserk, man. It's been so long.
I could read more Vagabond. But 20th Century Boys first, because I like it more. To be fair, like I really liked Vagabond, but 20th Century Boys is just so
you
much
only
more
read
novel.
the first Visbig for
I started the second one.
Vagabond, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get far into the second one yet, but I started it.
I'm on like the 9th deluxe version of Berserk or something like that.
Damn.
I have the first 11 I bought, and there's 15 of them.
Says I need to buy ahead a bit more.
I think there's 15. Either there's 14 out, and 15 is the one that's coming out, or there was 15 and 16 is coming out. I feel like it was 14 are out, and 15th is on its way. But then there's still also no word on... But I also aren't like looking it up ever. And I don't know if the editor is continuing it or not yet. There was the rumors when he first passed that the editor is going to finish it off. I think it was the editor. I don't remember. So he could be maybe training right now, trying to get the drawing style down.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That or workshopping the notes and story and stuff.
Right. Because whereas the original author of a manga would have it all in their head with also the notes to keep things consistent, an editor would just really know what was told to them / what they edited type thing. I don't think they would know where, like... I know there's at least 2 of the One Piece editors know what the One Piece is, but I'm pretty sure they have no idea how Oda plans to deliver said stuff, you know? I mean, so
the steps there.
The same with any other thing. I'm sure that Gege's editors knew certain things that were going to happen before they happened in the manga. Same with Fujimoto.
He knew he was going to be ended with a black flash punch through the chest.
Well, technically, they all know it like 3 or 4 weeks early, because I think that's like the cycle they try to be in. Oh. Like, you always, as a mangaka, are 4 chapters ahead of with the print of what you've drawn. I would think, but then Gege proves that wrong. That
I was about to say, I'm not too sure.
Now. That's what I've heard
from
others.
Gege and Fujimoto, because Fujimoto had that stretch there too, where it's like,
I know
I'm weekly this week, I'm bi-weekly this time.
Because that would be hard. I feel like that would be the worst spot for someone to be in, is if we'll just take.
Well, they're definitely not 4 chapters ahead, if anything, because the moment they get sick, they have no chapters.
What do you mean?
Like, when Gege gets sick and has to take a break, they don't have a chapter for that week, because they don't have any lined up ahead of time. I think they just are pounding them out like that.
Because I know that's what... I've heard that in interviews with Oda, that he is. But then I think Oda also... It's Oda. He has way more control than the that the regular mangaka does. But he's taken breaks, too, for when he had eye surgery, and there was none for a month. And then there are other times that he took breaks that he's like, I'm doing this, that, and the other, and there's nothing for a month. You know what I mean? So I don't know... Yeah. But I've heard before that Oda is you got to be a few chapters, or at least a week ahead. You got to be a week ahead. You can't be like, okay, my chapter just aired today, time to start drawing the next chapter. You want to be like, okay, the chapter aired today, I'm finalizing the next chapter.
I also think of all the times we've gotten like incomplete drawings from a couple authors too. So like,
and I've gotten that from Oda too. Actually, now that I think about it, there was a chapter a while ago, but that was when it was leading into his eye surgery. So I don't know what. Maybe I'm just spouting fucking nonsense.
Maybe it's more that they're like thinking that ahead, or like have story written out that far ahead.
Probably storyboarding, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe not the art.
Both Gege and Fujimoto, really.
That's like something I'd be really interested in, like having an interview about, being like the process of a mangaka, like how
we should read Bakuman.
That's
literally what it is.
I would much rather just have a short, concise interview with people I know than read an entire story about it.
Yeah, can I get a paragraph? Maybe 30 minutes of
or like
audio.
Or like a 5-minute YouTube video or something.
You don't watch an entire manga about manga making?
No.
Kind of do. Mostly because it's the Death Note guy.
That's not enough to bring me in.
It's enough to bring me in. And one of our friends recommended it way back in the day. Way back in the day.
How old is it?
Oh, it's like a finished manga.
Huh? I didn't know that.
It's pretty sure it's on Shonen Jump, actually. Oh, I did that to myself. Yeah. Bakuman. Oh. That was wild. Bakuma. At 176 chapters. Sadly, I don't think it dates anything on this app.
It's not on the Shonen and Jump app?
It is on the Shonen Jump app. It just doesn't give me a date like when it came out.
Oh, then maybe it is. Does it count downward?
Oh, yeah, it's done.
Yeah.
It's definitely done. 176 chapters.
Yeah. No, thanks. That would lose me. I don't think I could do that.
2008 to 2012.
Interesting. But yeah, no, thanks. Not for me. Just give me an article about it that I can quickly read and be like, oh, that's cool. Or,
one audio interview.
Yeah. Maybe the anime guy can do that. You know, with the weird things he's been doing on his channel. But yes. Spy Family was just a Damien chapter.
Yeah.
Manifested a kingly aura for a minute, and then mosquito bit him, and he turned back into the regular Damien.
Yeah, Damien and Co. His buddies. Oh, we do have something to talk about. Thank God. Thank God. How could we forget?
Kagurabachi!
Oh my God, yeah. Oh, we were talking about Damien for a second.
Oh, my phone.
As much as I love him, I love him in relation to to Anya.
I don't think it's gonna. Well, that'd be jumping ahead a bunch, but
I don't mean like that. I just
no. I was talking about the Kagurabachi.
Oh, Kagurabachi!
As soon as you said it, I jumped ship immediately. Let me go. Phone's at 4%, but let me get in here as quickly as possible. So, I love that now this dude just went from "you're the spitting image" to "no, you just are Rokuhiro."
He gets all the crazies.
A simp in human form. Then they're all talking about all the elite soldiers, and they'd be like, "My guys are strong," and I was like, "Oh, there's hope for them." And then it showed them all talking, and then they're like, "Oh, let's beat him to this." Oh well, first it says, he goes to that like I don't even know what this is, like a locker, with a bunch of like cards on it, and tells everyone, "Hey, he's escaped, so let's finish this up." And they finish it up. I'm like, "Oh, these guys are cool. They got this." And then it even shows them take all these dudes out. I'm like, "Oh, they got this." And then they're like, Urahara's with his new escorts. They headed to Senketsuji Temple. Let's beat them there. And we'll surprise him. I was like, oh no. Oh no.
Yeah, all of Twitter was like, if you're being introduced as a squad in Kagurabachi, you're cooked.
You did. You're fucked. Because then the side eye, when he looks right here, and I knew something was up when I flipped the next page, and I see Hisaku dudes who were not at the temple standing there nonchalantly just buying stuff from a vending machine. I was like, oh, these dudes are going to be dead over there somewhere, right? And then there they are. Dead on the bench. All four of them.
I love that he didn't take the bait, though.
Yes, he just stays composed. And even Hakuri is like, yo.
There's the line I especially liked where he says, but this guy gets it. He knows how important his life is.
Yes. If it were me, I'd freak out and run right into their trap. What impressive self-control.
Also, something interesting to note, he didn't break glass to get in here, so that glass is his magic.
Yeah, he just walked through the door. Look at that.
What a scary magic.
Kinda, but
it's like fighting what's her face all over again, Utsu.
Well, the other guy stayed outside, so there's still
enormous collar guy.
Yes. I just don't see them coming out of this on top. The Hisaku in this specific form.
No.
But there's definitely 100% going to be one of these ex-sword carriers that are going to get murked.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. Anything could really happen here. We got 3 more sword carriers to meet. This one joined along really easy.
Chihiro just looking as cold as ever.
I know, he's so great.
He's just so calm. He's like, yo, you come to die. Though, it doesn't seem like it. I mean, the train's kind of big, but at the same time, if you're fighting someone in a tight corridor, I'd much rather have floating glass powers than a sword.
Yeah.
Your sword's going to get caught on a lot of stuff.
Especially when you try to protect somebody. Yeah. The floating glass powers. Because like he said going in, I don't have to beat the enchanted blade. I just have to kill the sword bearer.
Mm-hmm. So he's going to be trying. But the sword bearer is no slouch either, as we've seen. But he currently doesn't have just even a regular sword on him.
It's just him.
Oh,
teleport him to the storehouse.
You have it. Well, if he can even right now. Open the second to last page where Chihiro's just standing there. Oh.
They'll get there.
Because I want to see if he fixed his short sword. Nope, he just has N10.
Unless he already passed it off.
Yeah, so that would be the smart thing. Give the non-enchanted blade to the sword wielder. Because he's obviously still skilled with a fucking sword.
Yeah, he murked those guys at the station.
Yeah, and it's like, did that guy leave that sword or that knife he used or whatever he took from the Hisaku member?
I would think you should just carry it with him.
Yeah,
but it didn't look like he had it on him.
Just give this man a katana. Just a regular katana. For his own self-protection, please. It's like, oh, we're scared of all these, like, blaster guns. But we're not going to give this guy that can only use a super rail gun, not a regular gun, to fight against blaster guns. Just
give him a sword.
Give him a sword.
I'm also still worried about the guy outside, too, because he could just try to attack him from outside.
Yeah, that's what I mean, because Chihiro's going to be... This guy's obviously no slouch. He took out those...
He's got the mark.
Yeah. So... Something's going to happen. I don't know. Maybe this guy does die, but I feel like we've been building him up a little bit much, but it could just been...
It could be a Rengoku.
Yeah.
It could always be a Rengoku.
Because I feel like the first one being the one that's super allied with Rokuhira. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I'm sure there's other ones that just probably don't care. I'm sure the Sinuichi guy does not give a whole fuck.
Yeah.
He's just like, I just want my sword back.
He barely even seems like he wants to live without his sword.
Yes. So I'm sure that there's some out there that you could have decided to kill, not the fanboy guy. You know what I mean? But who knows?
We'll see.
Chihiro's going to be hard-pressed to protect him against 2 high-class dudes, you know? Especially if Hakuri isn't healed up enough to use the storehouse.
And there's no Shiba in sight.
Nope.
Where's Mr. Shiba?
Anywhere he wants to be.
True.
The life of a teleporter.
Maybe he went straight to another temple. Maybe not, because Kamunabi ties.
True. He's laying low.
Laying low.
Somewhere in the Bahamas right now. Dude, the things I would do with teleporting powers, I'd just be all over the place.
It's literally top tier. Like, top 3 powers. Anyone who's seen Sliders, not Sliders, that's a fucking different show. Jumper.
Dude, I was thinking about that movie 3 seconds ago, and I was like, I'm not going to bring it up. Because it's actually kind of a bad movie.
It is,
but it's also kind of a bad movie that you kind of enjoy watching, and it leaves it open for... Because I was like, oh yeah, they never made a second movie for that, but they left it open.
Thank God.
Because they were like, they were tracking these people, or whatever, because they had to look at a picture, and then they could teleport there.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, like, if you're Mr. Shiba, and you could basically go wherever you want. I ain't working, bro.
No.
Grocery stores close.
Or if I am working, I'm doing exotic transport jobs.
Yeah, grocery stores close at night. So I'm just teleporting in there with a flashlight and fucking just stealing whatever food I need. So I don't need to buy food.
I don't want to leave a trail either. That's how light gets caught.
Yeah, well, that's why this...
And how Jumper Man gets caught.
Yeah, well, first off, they're idiots, all right? if you're doing that, right? Okay, how many banks are in the world?
Yes, is that how Jumper Guy gets caught?
Well, what I'm saying is, don't rob the same one twice. And don't rob them in a pattern either. Don't be like, I'm going to hit every bank in this section and then move on to every bank in that section. Because eventually they're going to be like, oh, he robs every bank in that section. And then once they wait till you see you rob one of them, they're just going to set up a trap in all the others.
Or just deal. Or transport, like, pets across state lines. Like, because there are people that do that. Will, like, bring a pet you buy in another state to you.
But here's the thing, too. What do you need money for if you're a teleporter? You really don't need that much
That's
money.
That's why you said go to the grocery store and eat.
Yeah.
You cut the middleman money right out.
Yeah, just steal food from anywhere.
Get what you need direct from
the supplier, yeah. You know what? I want a new TV. I need a new TV. I need a new this. Okay. Certain supermarkets like Lowe's, what the fuck am I talking about? Like Walmart and fucking Target and any of the stores like those close. There's certain ones that are 24 hours, but certain stores like that close. Malls close.
I wonder if the cameras stay on, though.
Probably. But you're a teleporter. Lights go off in those stores. So you just fucking teleport in there wearing
slippery slope till they start
head to toe, covered in fucking everything, ski mask, everything.
So I want to live the first third of Jumper, not the rest of the movie.
Yeah, I don't want a secret organization that is skilled in tracking jumpers, tracking me. Where do I want to go today? Oh, let's go see the Great Pyramids. Doop. Let's go see Machu Picchu. Doop. Let's go to the Bahamas. Doop. Now, you'd need money and certain things like that, because if you're going...
That's when you steal, while you're on vacation.
Or you just steal some cash, petty cash thief, so that when you get to the Bahamas or something, then you can pay for your drinks and stuff and not arouse
petty cash thief. I'll teleport right into Nestle's CEO's house and take his money.
Just take his fucking credit card. Just teleport in there, grab the wallet, take the credit.
I'll even put it back.
Yep. Just go somewhere, swipe it a few times.
They'll think they got, like, phishing schemed.
Mm-hmm. And teleport back, slide it in there. Same thing with light. I mean, listen, let's be real. If the Death Note fell into the real world, you're not getting caught.
No, I don't think... Definitely not at that fucking speed, too. Like, I think someone could have thought of L's initial solution, which is what really pinned Light to begin with, the Lindell Taylor gambit. But I think that would have taken months for, like, real-world people to think of.
I think it would have happened faster if he was in a larger country like the U.S. that has 4 different time zones. Because, you know what I mean? Especially once you figure out they got a pattern. Okay, Light's only killing people. He was only killing people from when he got home from school. He would study, and then he would start killing people, then he would go to bed. So there's a specific time zone. But I don't think Japan's big enough because it's long.
Yeah.
North to south.
All within the same
It's
time
not
zone.
horizontally long. So it's all one time zone. So you're not going to be like, okay, so he's in the Eastern time zone killing people that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The Lindell Taylor thing, yeah, you could try and figure that out. But again, okay, you narrowed it down to a zone that has like how many millions of people. But then again, you can't trace the Death Note. It's a book. And then if they find it, you're just like, oh, I'm just keeping track of all the people that have died that I see online.
Well, that's when they just put down your ass. This one's America. They're not. They'll give you that sweet, cold steel justice.
Yeah, but again, I don't see you getting caught with the Death Note. I just don't see it.
Not if you're not Light. Like, again, he made a lot of really textbook mistakes. Like,
well, how about this too? Does the Death Note exist in this world where Death Note, the anime, also still exists?
Did people learn these lessons?
Yes, because then if someone comes on TV called Lindell Taylor or something similar to it, proclaiming that they're the ones after me, I'm like, okay, cool, dude. I'll kill you like 3 weeks from now.
Or just not kill you. They got nothing at that point.
Yeah, because it's not like he was a criminal either. He was the first person that wasn't a criminal that Light killed, too, I believe.
Well, he thought he wasn't a criminal. It ended up being a criminal.
Yeah, well, that...
But yeah. That outrage, that righteous indignation at someone trying to challenge him was like his biggest downfall.
Yeah, his god complex. Literally. Yeah.
But I think that's a good place to call it.
Yes. Don't get caught with the death note.
Don't kill people with the death note.
Yeah. First off, if you find the death note, best not. But if you got teleport powers, let me know. I would love to say that I would teleport into Area 51, but I think that's the worst place for a teleporter to go.
They will track you down off of that way. They'll find any way to figure that shit out.
Right.
That's the thing. You still leave shit behind, too. Like, you go to steal stuff. If they start piecing it together, then they can start fingerprinting the stuff you touched while you're in the stores and getting a DNA profile together of you. Like, it's a snowball. It just doesn't seem it at first.
Yeah. Yes. There are a lot of smart people out there that'll put things together.
Yeah.
You know what I saw today? Just a quick thing. It was a YouTube short, and they're like, there's a scenario that they're like, there's some downsides, but then they'll have the positive sides, which just be like, oh, okay, so you just really want to make sure that you'll be okay when this scenario happens. That they're like, all right, so all time freezes for everybody except for you. You get the choice to have this happen.
Yeah.
If you choose to do it, there's no backing out early, and it lasts for 500 years. So all of time is frozen. Everyone is frozen in place. Every car freezes in place. The sun freezes, so it's like wherever daytime is, it'll always be daytime. But then they're like, rain freezes in place and snow and all this. But then they're like, but running water will still work. Electricity will still work for you if you touch something. And if you get in a car, the car will still start for you and you can drive it. But there's still stopped cars on the road.
That last one feels so unnecessary.
Right?
You have 500 years of stopped time. You could fucking walk.
Right? And then they were saying you can't back out early. And then they added a caveat, too, for something about memory thing, because scientists said that the human brain is really only capable of about, like, 300 years worth of memory storage.
Yeah.
But I'm sure that along the way somewhere you'll start getting dementia. And they also said that you wouldn't age, but you would still need food and water. And they're like, would you take it or whatever? And a lot of the people who were in the comments were a lot smarter than I would have given a comment section for. And they all of them must have been psych majors, because they're all like, no, 500 years alone? You'd go crazy. Yeah. We're social creatures. Yeah, even the most introverted person on the planet still desires some form of human interaction on some micro level. To have to go 500 years solely and completely alone, you would go completely insane. Yeah. Because you got to think, you basically put yourself in solitary confinement for forever. And everyone that's in solitary confinement says it's the worst thing you can imagine.
It's also just, again, mind-numbingly boring.
Yeah. So it's like, okay, I would be, the first, month would be lit. I would do whatever the fuck I want. I would be doing stupid shit, you know what I mean? Like, Ferris Bueller type shit. You know what I mean? That's what I'd be doing. Go into a dealership, finding the fucking fastest car in the world that they sell, and just hitting, I don't know, but then there's a bunch of stopped cars, so that wouldn't work. But, you know, I'd do stupid stuff.
I'd be filling up water balloons and putting them above people's heads.
Someone in the comments section says that they would go to their best friend's house and just fuck with them. And just, doing, putting weird shit, all around the house.
I would moving everything.
Things.
Yeah, swap everything with something else.
Leaving a note for something, and just you guys are wild. But, I don't know, it's just something I saw that was.
Absolutely.
But, Dixie Weeb
Dumb.
78. Take care, y'all.
Peace.